Jared Polin, PhonosPhoto.com, and this is your
Allow me to clue you to a few rude awakenings.
Photo News Fix. First up, Sony Alpha rumors claim that along with the FX5, which I'll talk about in just a second in the next story, that a new lens would be announced at the same exact time. And guess what?
Oh shit, what?
They were wrong. There was no lens announced. For making that mistake, Sony Alpha rumors must pay. Now, what should they pay, you may be asking? I don't know. Let me know down below how you think they should pay.
Nothing!
Anyway, the rumored lens is a 100 to 400 5.6 to f8. Not exactly a top of the line or middle of the road option, but that's okay, because not every lens needs to be an $8 bazillion option. In fact, Canon has been selling a 100 to 400 5.6 to f8 for years. Now, is this the best thing ever since sliced bread? The answer to that is no, but for people like my dad who simply want to take pictures of hummingbirds at the feeder, it'll do the job. It also didn't hurt that I put that lens on an R3 for him, but that's a story for another day. Now, if this rumor is true, I personally would like to have seen them update the 100 to 400 variable aperture lens first, but on the flip side, that would have been a mid $2,000 range lens. You know, like the 100 to 400, it's like a 5.6 to 7.1. Yeah, that one. This 100 to 400 is rumored to cost 899 euros, or whatever the hell that actually is. Or if I had to guess, it's going to be just shy of $1,000 here in the United States, and probably $8 gazillion in Canada.
That'll be $1,000 Canadian, or 10 American dollars if you'd prefer.
Oh. Phone call. I wonder who that could be. Hello? Oh, it's the Prime Minister of Canada? You hate me? Okay, Canadian beer sucks. Sorry.
And when have you ever heard anyone say, honey, let's stay in and order some Canadian food?
Now, I have no problem with companies releasing less expensive options for people who don't need the most expensive or heavy or feature-packed lenses. Now, if you have a problem with this, then it's not for you. Just don't buy it. Shut up! Next up, Sony announced the long-awaited FX5. Now, the other day I put out a preview of the full specs, and in this fix, I'm gonna hit you with the top level specs. You can check out the preview, which is linked down below in the description. First, the FX5 is not replacing the FX3, as it's slotted in above the 3 and below the 6.
Duh.
It sports an all-new 16.6 megapixel 5K fully stacked sensor that's powered by the latest Bion's XR2 processor with integrated AI processors as well. And by processors, I mean processor, only one. It's the first consumer Sony to allow you to shoot 3.2 open gate, but only in RAW, which will be a bummer for those social-first shooters who want to quickly get stuff out into the world. But hey, at least it has it for people who want it. Now, speaking of RAW, you've got internal 16-bit linear XOCN-LT RAW video with full ACES color support. XOCN equals extended original camera negative. Now, this format gives you a much smaller file size. The file size is so small that it can be recorded to a V90 SD card. The FX5 offers the ability to use both CF Express A and SD cards and uses the new Sony S8 battery. You've got a massive 3.5-inch 4-axis vari-angle touchscreen. There is no built-in EVF, but you do have an accessory to get an EVF. Just use one of their cables and you can put it wherever you would like. The one accessory that doesn't come with the camera is the top handle, and no, the FX3 handle won't work. But the FX5 handle does offer you something pretty cool. It offers 96 kilohertz 32-bit float recording with 4-channel audio. Now, in terms of frame rates, you can shoot 5K RAW up to 60p, 4.5K 120p with a crop, 1080p 240, and 4K 240p XCon and 5K 120 3.2 Open Gate will be supported via a firmware update at a later date. Now, there's a ton more, so be sure to check out the preview, which I mentioned is linked down below, but do it after this fix. Now, it really seems like Sony gave this camera everything most FX shooters were looking for. In terms of price, it's priced at $48.99 for the body only and $54.99 with the top handle, which leaves theoretical room for an FX3. Now, what do you think about this camera? Let me know down below. This fix is brought to you by the Orange Box over on phronosphoto.com. Why the Orange Box, you may be asking? Simple, because if you struggle to get clean, clear, and sharp images like these in low light situations, then you better head on over to phronosphoto.com, look for this Orange Box, put your name, email address in it, hit send it, and I'm gonna send you a free guide to capturing motion in low light situations.
Okay, how much does it cost exactly?
Again, that guide is free. Now, back to the fix. And finally, according to Canon rumors, a stack sensor is coming to the APS-C lineup. Also, according to Canon rumors, one of the biggest features enthusiasts want in a mirrorless camera is a stacked image sensor. Personally, I call BS on that idea because I think that most enthusiasts simply want to get good pictures, and if you can't do that with a non-stacked sensor, a stacked sensor won't matter at all. Now, I know we push a lot of gear videos, aka reviews, but just because we make them doesn't mean you should go out and buy something new all of the time. The videos are really designed for you to watch when you're ready to go and buy something so that you can make a well-informed decision and not waste any of your hard-earned money. I cannot stress enough the importance of understanding the fundamentals. And by fundamentals, I mean fundamentals.
Sounds like fun.
With that being said, the rumor claims that a pretty reliable source told them that Canon will be releasing an APS-C camera with a stacked sensor in the coming months. Now, could that be an R7 Mark II? Or maybe it's something else, question mark.
Maybe it's something really cool that I don't even know about.
Now, my issue with something like this, if true, is that stacked sensors are more expensive, which might make a crop sensor camera the same price or a few $100 less than a full-frame camera like the R6 Mark II, or more expensive than an R8 or the future R8 Mark II. Now, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say I don't think there's going to be a stacked crop sensor camera this year. Thoughts? Prayers? Let me know down below. And there you have it. That's your photo news fix this time around. Thank you very much for watching. Jared Polin, phronosphoto.com. See ya.